dear students. In our last session, we have started lesson number 4, that is weather and climate. Okay, so we will quickly recall what we have learned in our previous session. So we have studied that weather conditions at different places will be different. It is not same. Okay, we are going to observe different weather conditions in different places. Okay, some regions will experience cloudy weather, some will experience hot weather. Okay, some regions will experience cold. Okay, so different weather, the different regions are going to experience different weather conditions. Okay, then we have seen factors such as heat, moisture, wind, they influence the time taken by clothes to dry. Okay, these conditions keep on changing, they are not constant, and we experience some changes in our day-to-day life. Then we studied what is weather and climate in detail. So weather is what it is. We experience atmospheric conditions prevailing at a place and a given time. Prevailing means what? Prevailing means to exist in a particular region. Okay, I have told you prevail means to exist in a particular region. So atmospheric conditions which are existing in a particular place or a particular region and at a given time. Okay, so we often talk about it, but these conditions are also short-lived, they are not for a longer period. So this is what we call as weather. We express weather as hot, cool, dry, sultry. Sultry means what? Hot and uncomfortable, which I have told you. Then we studied about climate. Climate is what? Is the average weather condition of a place observed over a long period of time. Okay, what is climate? It is the average weather condition of a place. Okay, observed over a long period of time. Who observe it? Scientists. Okay, and the Indian Meteorological Department, it studies about it. Okay, it gives information about the weather forecast and gives information about the climate of a particular region. So the average weather condition of a place observed over a long period of time is the climate of that region. Climate is expressed as cool and dry, hot and humid, or hot and dry. Sorry. The weather changes quite often due to changes in temperature, winds, and humidity. We experience these changes. So a sum total of all these elements define weather. Okay, a sum total of all these elements defines weather. These affect our day-to-day activities and lifestyle. Okay, because we don't know, all of a sudden weather changes. Okay, sometimes see, since 2 days we are experiencing sunlight, there is rainfall, but we cannot say that we are going to experience sunlight and such weather throughout this month. Okay, it's not necessary. We can again experience rainfall. Okay, so this is not constant, children. So this actually affects our day-to-day activities and lifestyle. Elements of weather are taken into consideration while describing the climate. So we have to keep in mind, we have to consider the elements of weather. Now, what are elements of weather, children? There are 5 elements of weather: temperature, air pressure, wind, moisture, and precipitation. Okay, so elements of weather are what? Again, these 5 elements of weather we have completed in our last session. First 3 elements we have completed. We have studied about temperature. Okay, so we have covered temperature. Okay, so temperature is what? The earth's surface, as we know, we receive heat from the sun. It is a natural source of heat. Okay, so the air which is close to the surface, it starts becoming hot, and later one by one different layers at higher elevation receive heat. Okay, at certain height they start receiving heat. Okay, one by one. So as we move upward from sea level, the temperature of air decreases. Okay, the temperature starts decreasing. The temperature also goes on decreasing from equator towards both the poles. Okay, we have seen, see, equatorial region receives particular rays. Just recall lesson number 2 and important parallels which we have learned, children. So in that we have seen that sun rays are falling in the on in equatorial region. Sun rays are falling in a perpendicular direction, okay, whereas in Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, sun rays are what, they are slanting, okay, but whereas in Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle, they are extremely slanting, okay, they are what, they are extremely slanting. So because of this, what happens, see children, as we move from equator towards the poles, what happens, the temperature starts decreasing. Why? Because these regions do not receive sun rays, okay, in more quantity, okay. Even the Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle, the region is, temperature in that region is very cold, okay, and in the in the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, in that region the temperature is not too very high, not too hot, too very cold, okay. So now moving ahead, we studied about air pressure, children, okay. As we know, air has weight, and because of it, what happens, it creates pressure. This is called as what, air pressure. The lowermost layers of air get subjected to the pressure of the upper layers. So because of this, what happens, the density of the lower layers of air increases, okay. There is greater air pressure near the surface of the earth, and it decreases with increasing height. This is called as vertical air pressure, okay children. So there are what, these air pressure are what, they are in vertical manner and in horizontal manner. So the air pressure, which is the air which moves in horizontal manner, it gives rise to the formation of winds, okay. So we have studied winds also. Winds are what, see, air starts moving from higher pressure towards lower pressure areas in horizontal direction. This moving air is called as wind. Wind blows from high to low pressure areas, and its speed depends on the amount of difference in air pressure, okay children. So now this was all we have studied in our previous session. Now today we are going to learn moisture, precipitation, difference between weather and climate, okay. So this we are going to complete in today's session. Now children, moisture, our fourth element is what, moisture. So now the atmosphere contains vapor, okay children. In our last session also I have told you moisture is what, water which is in small drops, okay, on the surface or which is present in the air. So the atmosphere, we know it contains vapor, it contains water vapor. The air that has greater amount of vapor is called humid air, okay. So this is what is humidity. Humidity is what, the air that has greater amount of vapor in it, okay, that is called as humidity, okay, that is called as humid air. So this humidity in the atmosphere is called as moisture, okay. Now what is moisture? The humidity in the atmosphere is called as moisture. And what is humid air? The air which contains greater amount of water vapor in it, okay, that is called as humid air. The proportion of moisture in the atmosphere depends on temperature, okay. Its proportion of moisture in the atmosphere will always depend on the temperature of a particular region, okay. So if the temperature is high, if the temperature is low, depending on it, the proportion of moisture will be present in the atmosphere, children. Air with higher temperature holds a greater amount of moisture in it, okay. So like I told you, higher temperature, air which is having higher temperature, it is going to hold greater amount of moisture in it, okay. So now see in this picture, you can clearly see that these are the how moisture is formed on this glass, okay. Children, these are what, the because of the humidity, okay, the greater amount of vapor which is present in the atmosphere, this humidity in the atmosphere is called as the moisture, okay. Moving ahead, precipitation. Last element is what, precipitation. Now what is precipitation, children? Vapor in the atmosphere condenses into water droplets or snow particles. Okay, children, condensation process. I hope you all remember. Okay, in fifth standard we have studied. See, children, in water cycle. Okay, there was one chapter in EVS 1. In that we have studied the condensation process. Okay, so what is condensation? Condensation means the process of changing a gas to a liquid. Okay, the process of changing gas to a liquid. So here what is happening? Vapor in the atmosphere condenses into water droplets. What happens? The vapor, okay, this water vapor, which is present in the atmosphere, it gets converted into water droplets or snow particles. Okay, so they're showering on the earth. When they fall on the earth, this process is called as precipitation. Okay, so what is precipitation process? When the vapor in the atmosphere condenses into water droplets or snow particles. Okay, they're showering on the earth is called as precipitation. I will again tell you, children, what is condensation. It is a process of changing a gas to a liquid. Okay, there is showering on the earth is called as precipitation. Here, so rainfall, snowfall, hailstorm, they are what? They are all forms of precipitation. Okay, see, children, here, I'll zoom for you. Here it is rain, here it is snow, it is sleet and hail. Sleet is what? It is a mixture of rain and snow. Okay, I will again repeat. Sleet is what? It is a mixture of rain and snow. You must have observed. Okay, yes. Now here, hail. Okay, what is hail? Hail is what? Hailstorms are what? Small balls of ice that fall from the sky like rain. Okay, these are what? They are the small balls of ice that fall from the sky like rain. Okay, children. So this was all about precipitation process. Now moving ahead, we are going to do differentiation. What is the difference between weather and climate? Okay, see, children, they are related to one another. Okay, they are related to each other, but they are still different. So now what is weather and climate? We will do the differentiation over here. Weather is described on the basis of conditions prevailing at the given time, whereas climate is described on the basis of conditions prevailing over a longer period of time. Prevailing means what? Which exists in a particular region. Now next is weather keeps on changing frequently and we can experience the changes easily. Yes, here nowadays you can observe that weather is changing frequently and we experience such changes easily. Okay, and changes are what? Changes in the climate takes place over a long period of time. Okay, it takes place for a longer period of time. Now here, moving ahead, last topic is latitudinal position. Okay, latitudinal position means different parallels. Okay, their position: equator, tropic of Cancer, Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. Okay, the latitudinal position, height above sea level, nearness to ocean, oceanic currents, etc. are the factors that influence the climate. Okay, this latitudinal position, height above the sea level, nearness to the ocean. Okay, there are some regions who are near to the ocean. Now oceanic currents. Okay, children, what do you mean by oceanic currents? Continuous or directed movements. Okay, continuous directed movements of sea water. Okay, you must have observed sea water. Okay, their movement of sea water continuously happening. Okay, so here, yes. So now this oceanic current is what? Continuously, the continuous movement of sea water. okay, are the factors that influence climate. Besides this, mountain ranges, types of land, local winds are the other factors that influence the climate of a region. Okay, so the factors which are responsible, okay, who influence the climate of a particular region, they are what? Latitudinal position, height above the sea level, nearness to ocean, oceanic currents. With this, mountain ranges are also there, types of land, different types of lands are there, okay, and local winds, they are other factors that influence the climate of a particular region. Okay, so this was our chapter, children. Here our lesson number 4, weather and climate, is over.